Nigeria received her first shipment of vaccines for COVID-19 in March 2021, courtesy the COVAX facility. Finally, a formulation to make the population immunized against the lung-attacking disease. That is, if about 70% of the population could be covered. Nigeria was once a vaccine manufacturing country. There was a time that her own yellow fever vaccines were manufactured at Yaba in Lagos, the nation's commercial capital. But that fizzled out, and since then, every vaccine needed has been donated by foreign partners. If herd immunity is to be achieved, it would be at the instance of the donating partners. Subsequently, while many vaccine-producing nations have covered substantial proportions of their population, in Nigeria, it is still hovering at just above 1% full coverage, going by the 200 million population figure. Efforts to resurrect vaccine-making capacity started some years before COVID-19, though there's been no product yet.
The Federal Ministry of Health collaborated with me and Baker, and they both started a new company to start production of routine vaccines for immunization in Nigeria.
The House chairman of the COVID-19 ad hoc committee throws light on the fate of 10 billion naira, which was voted for local vaccine manufacture.
We discovered that there was an issue with the land where the facility is, and investigations showed that we need to pay 1.24 billion to secure the land completely. That has been done. So the remaining 8.76 billion is still there in the CBN, and we are going to use it to start procuring all vaccines manufactured, because even when they manufacture, the federal government still have to buy it.
Though the use of part of the money for something other than manufacture may be a story for another day, many are underscoring the urgency for a revival of Nigeria's vaccine-making capacity.
We have 4 or 5 more indicators to be able to get to maturity level 3. And I think thereafter, I will be able to start manufacturing vaccine in Nigeria.
There is ongoing talks at the very highest level with people who are regarded as the eminent Nigerians group, which is Nigerians who hold very high offices in the international space, working together with DGs like myself and a few other stakeholders in the sector as regards putting together a countrywide integrated approach towards ensuring that local vaccines production entities emerge in Africa.
According to the Director General of the Nigerian Institute of Pharmaceutical Research and Development, there are now some candidate vaccines under consideration. When pressed, he would not reveal the candidates, but Channels Television discovered the Nigerian Institute for Medical Research is one of those taking a shot at vaccine manufacture using the design of a protein subunit of the COVID-19 virus.
The challenge was that when that was designed, we could not produce it in country. So we have to send that design to, I think it was China or Australia.
When they got the product back, they cleaned and cloned the agent, then proceeded with animal studies. It was injected into rabbits and chickens, whose blood and eggs were studied for the effects.
Fortunately, we did not have any casualty amongst all of the animals that were inoculated. And while we are running our samples in the lab, unfortunately, the immune response was low. So for this new one that we are doing now, we hope that it would come up better.
That would have meant another long journey of redesigning and sending the product abroad. But luckily, the machine Naima was looking for came to it. With this oligosynthesizer, Naima can now make its own primers and probes, which could only be done in other countries before now. The Institute says it can only get better with this infrastructure at its disposal. But after designing, production will be left to others. The question of when that production will begin and ultimately locally produced vaccines will be in use is still unanswered. Mary Alale Yusuf, Channels Television News.